Did you know that the Raleigh City Council has been taken over by Palestinian protesters? Yeah, that's right here in Raleigh. My name's Whitney for Raleigh. I'd like for you to watch these film clips that are going to run, and then I'm going to come back on the other end and explain what's happening.
Good evening, everyone. Welcome to our public comment session. The mayor is obviously not here. She's absent and excused. She did want me to share that she has a family member in the hospital. We're going to do this the same way as the last time, where we're going to have 5 or 6 names on the screen. When you see your name on the screen, please just come down to the podium. In any order is fine. Councilmember Harrison, go ahead.
Yeah, I just want to say thank you all for being here tonight. I recognize that many of you are here planning to speak about the continued atrocities taking place in Gaza.
Yeah, and I also just wanted to chime in. I appreciate you all being here. I appreciate your continued pressure that you're putting on holding elected officials accountable, myself included. I know that after the statement that was given last week, there was some disappointment in that, and particularly directed at me, which is welcome. You are allowed to be disappointed with me, and I appreciate you holding me accountable. I wanted to acknowledge that I did sign on to the letter that's been circulated by our state representatives. I continue to stand in my position and believe that a ceasefire is the appropriate resolution to this conflict.
Democratic Socialists of America, Triangle Mass Bloc, United for a Fair Economy, Veterans for Peace, Eisenhower Chapter 157, Voices for Justice in Palestine, Young Americans Protest, ceasefire now, resolution now.
Y'all, we can't keep the meeting going if you guys chant. Y'all, we have a... We're going to recess.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Lou Bonapane, City Clerk for the City of Raleigh. The presiding officer of tonight's City Council meeting has adjourned tonight's City Council meeting. Thank you.
So let me break down what's happening here. Basically, we have in Raleigh sessions where citizens can come in and talk about city issues. And they are supposed to be city issues. Generally, I don't know if there's a legislative restriction on that or not, but that's what our citizens come in to do. And generally, they get 3 minutes. Now, on our last several sessions of this over the last few weeks, they've gotten only 1 minute because so many people have signed up. And we've had as many as over 200 people sign up. And most of these people have been Palestinian protesters. Now, this really couldn't happen except for 4 of our seats on the city council. 4 of our city council members have basically sort of hijacked the city council and are voting for a resolution to be passed, and that's what these protesters are all trying to get, Raleigh to pass a resolution on the Israeli Hamas conflict and demand Israel to cease fire. Well, I came in and spoke about this, and my stand on this was, with my 1 minute over there, was to say that Raleigh's got no business in doing this. We really don't need for Raleigh to be getting involved in international affairs. We have our own set of problems here, and our city government is supposed to be working on our problems local. That's a national issue, and we have a State Department in Washington, and that's the place to go lobby for getting what you want out of that. Raleigh has no place. So what's been happening over the last few weeks is these sessions have basically just been dominated with person after person coming up demanding that Raleigh pass a resolution to get Israel to stand down. Now, I'm just going to tell you this. There are some spirited people who come in and talk about issues sometimes, but generally, usually the tone of this with citizens that come in is respectful and asking in a proper way, that explaining what their issue is and asking the city council to ask, or what, informing them, or whatever it is that they're trying to get done. Most of these people coming in are not respectful, to say the least. And they are being encouraged by 4 of our city council members. I'm not going to go into names, but you just saw a couple of them. And this really needs to stop. This is a tinderbox that's going. These folks are out protesting on the street. I don't believe they have parade permits. Now, listen, free speech is free speech. You can go down to downtown and protest and go out there with signs and everything. That's great, but you can't go out and just march down the streets without parade permits. I mean, we tried to cancel our city Christmas parade and cancel the Veterans Day parade. And here we have these folks just going out on the street and marching. And as far as I know, there haven't been any arrests on this or anything. So this is a tinderbox that's getting ready to explode. And we have 4 people on the city council right now that are throwing the gasoline on it, or at least standing by and letting it burn. My feeling on this is that we need to get this out of there. We don't need to be spending our time talking about that on city council. And I'm not seeing the end to it. I basically am seeing it takes 5 city council members for this resolution to pass. They didn't have it. It got voted down in a 4-4 vote. And we need to really stop spending our time with this. And right now, I think what's really going on is that we've got 4 of the people on the city council basically holding the city council hostage to this thing. My name's Whitney Hill. I'm Whitney for Raleigh. If you like this video, please hit the like button on it. If you could, tell 3 people about this channel. And if you really like it, subscribe to it. But I need your help in getting the word out on this. I think this is important. The city is way, way more than trash collection and keeping these streets safe. And I'd appreciate you watching this video.